Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Alyssa, and today we're going to be making this cute little folio. It's a 6x6 size. It has pockets and flips and all of those fun things. So let's jump right into what it looks like. For this folio, I used this paper pad called the Gilded Orchard Stack. And this was also from a garage sale. Usually I go for brighter colors, and this one kind of has these deep reds and burgundies, but I wanted to just step out of my comfort zone a little bit and try a project using this paper. So this is what I came up with. And on my cover, I have Stay Simple with a little wooden butterfly. And I thought the paper here was very beautiful for a cover, so I kind of wanted to let that show. And to open up the folio, you do have to take out this little insert first. So for this one, I just had this huge sticker that was so pretty, so I just placed that right over top of the paper, and I'm going to use that as a journaling card. You could even just stick a photo on top of a photo mat or something and stick that inside. But now we can open up our folio here. So these pages flip out, and over here I just left everything alone. I loved the paper again. You could journal here, write a little message. Over here I just added some sparkly butterflies. It says adventure awaits you, and there's just more room for writing over here. These two flaps are top-loading pockets as well, so I just stuck some taller tags in there. And they're just little scraps from the paper pad as well. I love this one. It says apple of my eye. So you could stick some cute little tags in there, or bookmarks, or tall, skinny journaling cards. And then these pages flip out as well. So such a cute little bird over here. I thought this was great writing space, or you could put a small photo. I have some more space for writing, I guess, on the rest of my panels. And then in the very back, I have one more pocket. So I just sort of collaged on this card, made myself a little journaling card. It says, "You're all I had hoped to find in every single way." I thought it was just a very romantic image there. So that's my little card in the very back. So let me just stick this back in, and then everything can just flip back to the front. So really the card, or whatever you put inside of these two pockets on the front, that will be the closure pretty much for the album. So go ahead and grab some paper and we can create one of these together. For today's project, I'm going to be using this paper pad. It's Burgundy Rose, also a yard sale find. And again, kind of the dark burgundies I love for fall, but it's still a bit dark for me. I like my bright colors, but I want to step out of my usual style that I like to do and try something different. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab two 12 by 12 papers. So you can use up 2 sheets of 12 by 12 with this project if you want to. But what I'm going to do is cut both of these in half. So it really doesn't matter for non-directional paper, but we're going to cut this in half. So we'll have a 12 by 6 and another 12 by 6. And we'll do the same thing here with our other 12 by 12. If you want to do it this way, of course, you can just use whatever scraps or paper that you want. And cut that one in half too. So we have 2 more 12 by 6s. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 of those. So I'm just going to choose 2 different ones. And I'll start with this one. I'm just going to flip it over to the blank side and hold it at the 12-inch side. And we're just going to score here at 3, 6, and 9. So 3, 6, and 9. So we're just dividing this whole sheet into 4 equal parts. And we're going to do the same thing now for our second 12 by 6. And just do 3, 6, and 9. Same thing. Then what we're going to do is pretty much just accordion fold these papers. So let's just start with this one. And I'm just going to start on this side and just accordion fold my whole sheet here. Okay, so if you are using single-sided paper like me, this piece is pretty much going to be, let's make it the left panel. So it's going to open this way. We're going to have a top loading pocket here, and then this will get glued to our back page eventually. So I have that. And now I'm going to grab my other sheet here and I'm going to accordion fold this as well, kind of like in the opposite direction. So you kind of just want these 2 pieces to be like mirror images of each other. So this is going to be the right panel. So it'll open like this. We'll have our top pocket there and then the back piece. So kind of just play around with your prints and see what print you want where. But now let's just go ahead and glue these shut to create our top loading pockets, just so we're not getting confused with these 2 pieces. So pretty much we're just gluing the 2 middle panels together like that. So I'm just going to flip to my blank side here and glue my glue. Does not want to come out. Okay, I'm going to glue just the side and the bottom here. Okay, and then we can press these 2 panels together. So it kind of just looks like this now. And we'll do the same thing to this panel. The middle panels will get glued together. So I'm just going to open this up to my blank side. And again, glue the bottom and the side. All right, so we're gonna have same thing, but like the mirror image. So we can just set these panels aside for now. And we're going to grab a 6x6 paper. So with these other two 12 by 6s, I'm just going to cut one of them down. So maybe this one, I will just cut down to 6 by 6. Alrighty, so that's a 6 by 6 sheet. This is going to be the page that these other two panels get glued to. So I'm actually going to flip this over to the blank side. And then I'm going to glue this panel onto the left and this panel here onto the right. So I'm actually just going to glue this page and pop my glue onto 3 edges here. So the sides, the bottom, and just leave the top open because we're going to have a pocket there. And I'm going to start with this panel here, and just this piece I'm going to place over onto the left. And just make sure everything lines up as best you can get it to. Alrighty, and then I'll take my other panel here and place that on the right. All right, so this is what we have. And if you did use single-sided paper like I did, then these flaps will be blank. So what I'm going to do is just grab 2 3 by 6 little scraps. So I still have these left. So I think I'm just going to use the floral paper here. And I'll just cut my 3 by 6 papers from here. So there's 1, and there's 2. And then these are going to get glued over top of those blank flaps, but I'm going to just glue the sides and the bottom because, again, we want to just create a top loading pocket when these are all closed all together. So I'm just going to glue onto this blank part here. And just put my patterned paper over top. And then same thing for this panel, just glue the side and the bottom. And place this over top. There's our little folio with pockets. And now I'm just going to grab the last 2 sheets that we have. So if you did it the way I did it, you're going to have 2 6 by 6 papers left. And for these, I just use them as my inserts. So you will have to cut them down just a little bit. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4 by 6. And so this can be my little insert in the front. So again, we can just slip it through both of these pockets here. And it'll look like this. It'll close everything up nice and flat. So I'm just going to do that last actually, but that one's going to go in there. And then my last 6x6 will probably, I'll stick that in the very back. So I am going to have to cut this one down too. I'll just do 5 1/4 again. And we have our last little insert, at least for the back. Might have to re-glue this. Hold on a minute. Just had to re-glue the bottom there, but this is going to be the top pocket in the back. All right, so that's a nice little fit there. And then if you don't like, you know, these openings in the middle, you can just glue something right in the middle, like a journaling card, some paper for writing, a photo, a sticker, whatever you want. Let's see what I want to do with my insert here. Again, you could just glue a photo right over top, make a nice photo mat or something like that. Or just glue a sheet over top for writing and create a little journaling card. So I'm just going to pop this towards the side here a bit. That way you can still see some flowers here. You can lift it up. And then maybe I'll add a sticker that says today. And a super quick little insert for the back. Okay, and for the middle part here, I think I'm just going to take this cut apart. Love these moments, and just glue it right in the middle. I'm going to grab one of these little sheets and probably just glue it onto this side for some writing space. And I'll just leave this alone for now. Maybe a small photo would go nicely over there. But see, you have all of these panels where you can do whatever you want. These were our little pockets, so I'm going to just grab these 2 scraps. These were from the Gilded Orchard paper pad, but I'm just going to use them here and just stick these in. You can see I just punched out the corners here with my little circle punch. So those would be cute little tags or bookmarks. And these are, I think, a little less than 2.5 inches across by 6 inches tall, if you want a good size. But I love how those kind of just poke out the top there too. They kind of look like little tabs. But anyway, for these panels, I'm just going to grab some more little stickies. And let's see, I will place some of them over onto this side. Maybe one over here. And maybe I will pop some stickers on here as well. Maybe I'll just stick one little scrap over here. This could be a good writing spot as well. And then I'll just put friends maybe up there. Okay, and I'm just going to leave that panel for now, but it's coming together nicely, and then we just have our cover and our last little journaling card, which I might just layer up these other little scraps here. We'll do something like that for a little journaling card. Alrighty, and we can stick that inside of these two pockets. And I want to just kind of pull up all of my other layers here, because I think that kind of just completes the look and makes it look nice and full of goodies. And for my cover, who wants to cover that up? Not me. I don't know, maybe I will use this extra little scrap and just grab one of my quotes here. Look on the bright side. And I'm just going to cut this little flag shape. And then, ooh, maybe I'll layer this other tiny scrap underneath and just place this somewhere. Using up all these tiny little scraps. Okay. And I guess I'll place it down here. All right, so if you want to make it even more fancy, you could just tie a ribbon or string around it. But I honestly just love this paper so much. And there's our little folio. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this project today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration. Also, leave me a comment down below because I love chatting with all of you. And I will see you very soon in my next video. So happy crafting and huge hugs to all of you.